They use that with a lot of like space exploration kind of stuff. It's like, okay, we're trying to figure out how far this is. Well, I can't tell you it's close, but I can tell you within, several million light years. For getting ready for winter, the big things you want is to have food and water sorted where you can renew it. So like a body of water, because during the winter you're not going to get rain on any meaningful level anymore. So you will either need to have a lot of water stored because it's 4 months, or you're going to need a source of water. You will need to be able to probably boil the water if you just don't want it to be massively inconvenient. But food is kind of the big one, is to stockpile food, because you can't farm. And while you can forge, you can't forge to the point that'd be super reliable to get food. And you can fish, but if you're like less than fishing 6 or 7, you're probably not going to get a whole lot of fish out of it. So you're going to want to stockpiling canned goods, or, try and get a harvest of potatoes as close to the when winter starts as possible, and just immediately chuck all of it in a freezer. With that note, you probably want a generator to make sure you're running a freezer, and you want a couple freezers to just dump everything you can in. The alternative is, if you don't feel like doing all that stuff, one of the other options is you can just go nomadic during the winter and just go house to house, eating the canned goods as you find them. Alright, put a stop to that song. Yeah, food is the big one you're dealing with. Because water, it's just, you get yourself a system, you can deal with it. Alright, we have a hydrate, and this will finish off my drink. This is like half a hydrate, if I'm being honest. Yeah, open bodies of water, you can just use those during the winter. It's a big thing is just having some, like, for example, say you were stationed in the Riverside warehouse, for example. Cool. Getting water during the winter is kind of rough from there during the winter, because you got to drive all the way up to the river. So, if, for example, we're here, during the winter, your choices for getting more water, if you just don't have a ridiculous amount of storage, is either go all the way down to one of these pools of water, or to go all the way up to the river. So this place can be a real pain in the butt during the winter when it comes to water, unless you have, several thousand waters. I actually don't know how much water a character needs to survive a season. But unless you have a, like 2,000 or 3,000 waters there, that you can just ignore water for the entire season. But yeah, if you're like at the bait shop or right along the river or whatever, water's not a problem. Then it's food. Food is more likely the problem. The longest I've ever survived, which was before I streamed and is a computer and many, many, many versions ago, was a bit over a year on apocalypse settings. So we're not talking massive populations, just base apocalypse settings. Basically what happened is I had survived, got to about 6 months, realized I could just literally sit in my base throughout the entire winter, and then go back to farming in the summer, so I had nothing else I needed to do to survive. So I decided to wage war on them all with respawns on, and just campaigned against it for like 6 solid months, where we had cleared the entire bottom floor, had made pretty good progress on the top floor, but died on the escalators. Oh, since the newest update, I'm gonna say the newest update is in multiplayer. Ooh, what would that be? The really CDDA I started before the update and I finished after the update. If we count that, I think that was 5 months? Because we had gotten into summer and or spring and spent a little time. Yeah. I'm not counting multiplayer. I'm talking the really CDDA. Like I said, I started that before the update, but I did finish it after the update. And that character's still alive, like they haven't died, we just finished what we wanted to do, and there's... Like now it's just a regular run, no challenge stuff, because, I mean, it's just rare loot, we've already survived the challenge part of it. Otherwise, I think... Didn't one of these runs get to 4 months or so? Like, part of the reason I don't have ridiculously long survival rates nowadays is because I do these ridiculous challenges that... You know, if I dropped it down to Apocalypse, I could survive for almost ever. Why do you keep migrating in these giant groups? What is happening? It's again and again. Every time I get near a town, they're like, no, reinforce the entrance. Don't let them in. The zombie stronghold that is Ekron shall not fall this day. I have a feeling it's going to be those ones where we're going to keep meat grinding the zombies, and then suddenly it's going to feel like there's no more zombies, that they're just gone. Just little straggling groups. Zomrim. Stand up and fight for Zomrim. Or in Zombie. Mrrr. I'm just dreading at the rate we're slowly going through our weapons that we might end up in a situation that we are actually dropping back to using screwdriver stuff, and I am not about it. Like, we'll do it if we got to, but I really don't wanna. Yeah, they're just pushing. I see you with the shotgun up there, officer. Wasn't watching my stamina. I mean, that gun is a good, like, 3-4 hordes at the minimum back there. But I was actually thinking in my head, like, you know, honestly, with the way they keep pushing in, we might start blasting if I can get a hold of some shells. It wouldn't be much blasting, but it'd be some blasting. There we go, I'm migrating, so let's just get up now, just in case she heads our way. Just another group migrating, they're just migrating everywhere now. Looks like they might be migrating out again. I also feel like it's a couple of waves of just really dense zombies, and then the moment you get past it, yeah. The moment you get past it, they get less dense. That is ridiculous. Like, we've fought this before, and this feels weird, the way we're fighting this now. Just the way they keep moving around so aggressively. I mean, it could be the last time we did just the one helicopter. Alright, this is going to be beta blocker. Gotta watch the stamina, though. Alright, that's the group that just pulled way too many in that horde, but that's fine, we're good. Alright, we just keep knocking down the hordes. And hopefully they'll give us more weapons to replace the ones we're using. Because pretty soon the weapon situation is going to get not so great. When that happens, the killing slows down. Right, that's one horde knocked down. Do we have any that have obviously good weapons on them? Not really, so I guess we just kill this one. That sucks. We were all the way up here, And we've been pushed the whole way back out just by like weird migrations. That's fine. They all came out of Ekron, so they all need to die. That's literally the town we're trying to wipe out, so it's just we're killing them here as opposed to in town. Which is mildly inconvenient, but otherwise still progress. Alright, we've reached the point of just using short blades. So stamina is not a mechanic we particularly care about anymore. Not for a while, at least. Sure, give me just a minute. Because I want to hide the to-do list when I do it. Or just, actually, I won't hide the to-do list, I'll just move it to the other side of the screen when I flip it. There you go. So our fitness and strength are getting pretty close to leveling. Our maintenance is getting close to leveling. A bunch of our combat skills are kind of doing alright-ish. Crafting skills not really doing anything meaningful beyond cooking, just getting free points because we're eating food. But yep. No problem. Okay, so that's another group dead. Still got a decent amount of time before we get drowsy, so we can keep on pushing. So far, we've only been playing a couple days this stream. And we have already added an extra 500 plus zombie kills onto our kill count. So that's going well. Unfortunately, it will slow down once I lose these hunting knives, because I'm going to be dealing with garbage weapons. What do you have? Is that a bread knife? I think that's a bread knife stuck in that guy's knee. Let's deal with this group that's moved back here. Never mind, we aggroed a whole bunch. That's fine. Alright, one bread knife down. Or not bread knife, one hunting knife down. Do I have a friendship bracelet yet? Because that's a requirement to have a friendship bracelet on. Okay, we already have one. We only need one friend. We just need to have a friend. Alright. I doubt I'll find anything good in the backpack, but we will check the backpack. Because sometimes you get lucky. Nope. Not this time. No zombies behind us if we can help it, so we just keep killing. And the more we kill, the more the zombies will, you know, fill in the gaps, all that kind of stuff. The numbers will dwindle. Thank you so much for everyone who has been lurking, chatting, following, subscribing, doing the bits, the donos, the hosts, the raids, all that good stuff. It all helps, and I really do appreciate it. I do hope you are enjoying the stream. We are currently just kind of in meat grinder mode of just dealing with the zombies who are keeping us from our objective, killing them. There are no respawns, so sooner or later, we will get through. Hey, Askavan, how's it going? It's going pretty good. We're just stuck in the meat grinder. We got up to Ekron, got to the point where we could just barely see like the fence of the first building, and then all of the zombies kind of just walked out of town at us, so we're just, I guess, wiping the town out in their front yard. It's weird. I mean, we might end up running low on weapons soon, and maybe we will end up making spears. The good news is at least as many zombies that are rekindling up here. I don't suspect we'll be seeing many zombies near the house. I'm not quite to that point yet. I still have a hunting knife left, but we're not exactly far from turning to having to forage for some actual weapons. Because I'd really like to not have to drop back to absolute garbage weapons again, if I can help it. Agreed. I'm trying to watch if I see any good weapons in any of these zombies that are going all over the place. But yeah, see, we just have all these hordes that are just moving around everywhere. Like, I don't know where they came... I mean, they probably just came out of... Ekron, but... It's just, like, very surprising that it's, like, suddenly the whole first part of Ekron just, like, flooded out here. Because it makes me feel like Ekron itself is going to have a big hole with not many zombies in it now. Getting pretty close to time to back off and sleep again. Yeah, remember that time we had a machete? Those were good times. Oh, hi, friends. Migrating directly into me. Your timing is kind of crap, if I'm being honest. Because we're getting close to drowsy. And this hunting knife is pretty much spent. Yep, it's time to start going back. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I mentioned it before that when I had my booster shot, that was pretty much it. Was just, I felt pretty low energy the next day, and then, like, out of all the shots I've gotten over all the years, whether vaccines or whatever, it was the one that was just the most tender the next day, like, someone just absolutely bruised the crap out of my shoulder or whatever. Like, it didn't look bruised, it just felt that way. But that was about it, which really isn't bad. Alright, that works out perfectly. Okay, stretches should be done, and welcome Budcats. Holy crap, I'm sorry. Alright, so where were we? And I had a hydrate, I'll do that now while we're walking. I figure we're gonna get home a little earlier than we want anyways, and while I know I'm taking a penalty because we're drowsy, might as well see if we find anything. Oh, heck with it. We might get desperate to that point. But this is actually how we have most of our light-footed and stealth, is just foraging and then getting it because of zombies in the area. From when early on we kept running out of weapons entirely. Yep, XP is XP. Yeah, it is. It keeps you from alerting zombies as easily indoors, or when you're running around. Is that leather strips? Okay. So we're at foraging 2. Oh yeah, it's just gonna find all that crap and be like, look at all the stuff I found that I put there. But you know, forget about that part. Oh, we actually do have tailoring skill. Okay. That's interesting. I forgot about that. And we have a needle and all that. So we can work on that. Electrical, cooking, and carpentry. Well, didn't we have books? We had a bunch of books, right? Electrical for intermediates. Cooking for intermediates. Might as well read them, because, again, I don't want to go to bed yet. We'll just wake up in the middle of the night again, and I'd rather not do that. Alright. Just gonna add padding to everything. It won't make any meaningful difference, but, you know, whatever. I really don't have hardly anything to add padding to. I just don't think I have much thread. I think that might be it for our thread. Alright, so that's done. Don't have anything else I can cook for a while, so sit down and do this. Yep. But then this will be one less book we drag around with us later. So I don't think this is a particularly bad use of time. And maybe I carry the cooking book with us, so that when we sit down to recover stamina, we just read the book. Make gradual progress on it. Yeah, you're getting cold. No one cares. Okay, what other weapons do I have stashed here? Anything good? Bunch of screwdrivers. A frying pan. That's not great, but it is a weapon, so I'm going to take it. Oh, we actually have foraging for intermediates. Alright, so I'm going to grab that and put it in here and take the cooking out of here. I think we're good with all that. Food, what do we got on me? Let's eat our delicious ice cream cones. Sans the ice cream, because we ate that already. Alright. Let's see. Grab the tuna. Where's the can opener? Grab the can opener, I'll need that. Grab the sardines and the corned beef. What happens if I take the corn? Is that too much? Nope, we're good. So I'm gonna eat this right away. Meta event. It's going to move the zombies around. We don't know where because we're sleeping.